Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tikis with Ray. And on this episode of Tikis with Ray, we are at the Crow's Nest in Northeast Tacoma.
Crow's Nest Lounge.
The Crow's Nest Lounge. And I actually got it right this time. Unlike the last time. And this is Michael Clifford's and Susan, your wife's, home tiki bar, which is your living room. Mm-hmm. And the kitchen's behind us. And also from Tacoma, Washington, we have Jim Cruz, a.k.a. Gone Tiki. And the cool thing about your bar is that, well, you have a lot of tiki mugs and you have a lot of tikis, but a lot of the tikis that you have are from Jim. And Jim, you are a tiki carver. You're local. And when did you start carving? When did you get into tiki carving?
Probably about 10 years ago. But I've carved tikis when I was younger. I actually gave you a picture of my first tiki, so it's half rotted on.
Well, how did you get into it, though? Like, what made you decide, like, I want to take this piece of wood and
Well,
carve
I
it
worked for the timber industry, and I was a mechanic, and I fixed saws for Tony's Timber Cutting in Snohomish, and worked with chainsaws all the time, and I love to carve faces out of stumps.
Anyway, Jim has created what you see behind us. And this is like the Medusa. Was it Medusa? Is that what it is? Or what it is? Medusa. Micah, you were talking about that you wanted to like have something like a centerpiece for this.
We talked about it for a long time. We needed the centerpiece because, again, we have a transition from the kitchen to the living room. And you don't need to be sitting at a tiki bar and looking at Ethan Allen. So we wanted to have something to center the bar. And it really was needed. We were talking about a tiki or a gone, definitely a gone tiki. And the Cthulhu piece got us rethinking of the design. But it was only about, was that only a month or 6 weeks ago where Tiki Tom Tom was here visiting.
Yeah.
And between Susan and Jim, they're writing on a napkin a design on what to do. And next thing we know, here she is.
Yeah, what happened to that napkin? I want to see it.
Yeah, it'd be like a Pablo Picasso thing or something like that.
No, it basically showed the outstretched hands and the hair, and that was about it. And it worked.
And I'll tell you what, it definitely centers the crow's nest completely. It's awesome. How do you keep it up though? Like, is it nailed in there, or what are you doing? Or like,
well, we knew we'd figure it out one way or another. We found some hooks. And,
okay.
And
she could come down.
Had Michael holding him up.
It was no nails.
Oh, okay.
Some hooks, but she can come down if we needed to. But she's not coming down anytime soon.
No.
It's portable, and when they move the bar, they can take it with them. So.
Yeah, that's the whole idea.
But I had also done that other one for the crow's nest, which actually has a crow. King Crow is right there.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go over and take a look at it.
Sounds good.
All right, let's go.
That and other things I got here.
So now we're just up from the bar. We're actually in the kitchen, and it's really the entrance of the Crow's Nest Lounge. We had commissioned Jim to design King Crow. We're following Jim's style, and we really wanted a coup. So we wanted him to be a coup, and we said a big one, and he showed up with this and absolutely blew us away. And one thing that we did ask is that we did incorporate a crow. So we do have King Crow, and we have Cameron Crow. And Cameron Crow is set up in such a way that he can come out, and not only is he decorative, he's got, functional uses as well. So, and what is it you said? Oh, you can take them out and you can change them for Christmas, put a present in them, or an Easter bunny.
It's interactive.
Is the coup your favorite tiki to carve?
I don't know. I think my favorite is Lono, but nobody really knows which one's coup, which one's Lono. It's just speculation. But Lono has the multi-tiered headdress that is so awesome. Coup is more, I would say more as a warrior. He's I'd have to look at what he's the god of, but I think war is one of them. And he protects, He's a formidable gatekeeper
And he's right at the top, and right on top of the stairs leading down to the crow's nest.
Yeah, he doesn't look real happy. But most coos look pretty pissed off. So this guy, Michael carved him at that guys with chainsaws group that we had. And you're on. Wave to the camera. Yeah! But we only had a little bit of time. We couldn't do them complete. And I think everybody wanted to finish their tiki, but I don't know if any other tikis came out of that other than this guy, which I helped finish. And here he is.
They were absolute novices starting with a tiki, and I had an idea trying to go with some of the older 1940s and 50s Trader Vic's designs if you walked into a restaurant. And I got so far, and then Jim finished it off, and he just absolutely nailed it.
Well, the basic sculpt was there, so it was just me refining the lines and refining a little bit, and there he is.
Did a great job. Even though it's a Trader Vic's one, Susan does like to put a Don the Beachcomber hat on top. Just
gotta have a
just
hat.
To be arbitrary. So this guy is actually the first tiki we bought from Jim, and man, I think we actually saw it. Was it on the marketplace or was it? But it just jumped out as a spot, and we just got round in on it. We showed up at your house probably a couple hours later.
Yeah, and you got a lamp as well, I think.
We did.
And the guitar player? Did you get the guitar player that day?
Not initially.
Oh.
We talked about it. We were going to get it. I kind of held back on it, and I think we were back at your house the next week getting Keith. So this is what we affectionately would call Kevin, and he's been around. This was the one that was mobile when we had a room party at TikiCon. He was there greeting you, and he's been various other spots as well. But now he resides here.
And why is his name Kevin?
No real reason. Like, I think it goes back to when Susan asked me what were the names of the son. What was the son of Adam and Eve? And I said Kevin, and it kind of stuck.
Okay.
Okay, so we talked about the guitar player that we bought about a week later after getting Kevin. So he was also nearby, not even that far from Kevin. So I'm gonna let you tell about this one, Jim, because he is really interesting.
Well, he was a mold for some kind of a vacuum form, like a fuel line or electrical line jackets inside of Boeing jets. And it was in this weird shape. It was like a bottle with a, I don't know if this was a tube or what. It was cylindrical, and carved it out of that. It was already practically that shape, so it was a no-brainer. It had to be a guitar, and that's how it ended up. I'm glad you guys saw him and liked him, because this one didn't sell. He got some exposure, but nobody wanted to buy him. But he has a good home now.
He's awesome. We love him, and really happy with Keith.
He's also left-handed.
And yeah, I think he's playing the bass. Oh no, it's
No,
six
guitar.
strings. All right.
Which brings a good point. Why did you do him left-handed? You could have carved from the other end and made him right-handed.
Well, he has been damaged.
Okay.
He broke his arm and guitar off. I got a picture for you. He's all taped together. We won't say any more about how he got broke.
Authorities believe alcohol was involved. So finally, these last two are a pair that Susan and I designed. It was based upon a Paley painting that we had. We just thought that would be a really cool idea to have tikis coming out of a volcano. And instead of one, we actually said two, just to kind of balance each other out. So Jim was good enough to make these guys. We actually found the clay composite that we needed him to step in, so it does show each one of them are actually stepping into or out of the volcano, depending which way what you want to look at.
It's a volcanic egg. At least that's the way I thought of it.
But again, knocked it out of the park, and they're both affectionately called. We actually have the names in Hawaii, but they translate in English as Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I mean, I'm completely blown away by your art, Jim. I mean, and it's the thing about it. It's like the closer you look at it, and when you see all the details that you have, unbelievable.
Thanks, man.
So,
Appreciate that.
so if anyone wants to buy any of your tikis, like how do they do that? How should they reach out to you?
Just message me at Gone Tiki.
What's the email address?
It's Gone Tiki.
Gone.
Facebook/Gone Tiki. Just
Okay, so you're on Facebook.
yeah, so just search for Gone Tiki.
Just
at
Gone
Facebook.
Tiki, and
you can't miss it.
and actually, are you on Instagram at all, or are you just kicking it old school?
No, it's like I went to Facebook kicking and screaming, so that's as far as it's going to go.
So if someone wants to get one of your tikis, reach out to you at Gone Tiki on Facebook.
Yes, just message me.
So what are some of the more future plans, Mike, for the Crow's Nest?
Oh, well, we just did a major upgrade, and it will be on Facebook soon. There's also a Crow's Nest Lounge Facebook page.
Is there?
There is. And you can just like the page and see all the pictures. And as I said, we just added a bunch of more additions. We've added Medusa, changed some lightings. But like a tiki bar, it's never done. More plans coming. When people say their tiki bar is done, they're lying. It's lying. It's never done.
Or they're just
more to come.
Or they're being in denial. Again, as I've said before, and the heart of the reason why I'm doing this show is like when it comes to this, the tikis are the heart of it all. They really are. And for a lot of people, their gateway into tiki are the tikis themselves. They're beautiful. They're works of art. And I think that we should be showing off that, and not pushing it to the side.
Tiki with Ray.
Tikis with Ray.
All right.
Well, this one, Tiki with Gone Tiki. Instead of Gone Fishing, Gone Tiki.